Let me check volume. We are good. So we're going to look at V for Vendetta. It's a direct hit on Trump's birthday, 152, 884. Now see, it just dropped to 152, 883. And when I go to the 15th, it's 152, 884. All right. So it is a 37 progression. I need to put everything back where it was. I don't know. Anyway, Guy Fawkes Day, November 5th, 1605 is a direct progression hit to our date of 615. It's 4,135 or 4,000, excuse me, 4,132. And the V for Vendetta, when you see the V or the peace sign, that is the yoni. That is the V, the female reproductive. And you look at their release dates for V for Vendetta, December 11th, 2005, at a movie marathon premiere. So December 11th, so they give you the 11. And then the release is March 17th, so they give you 1117 code right off the bat. So you know V for Vendetta is a direct hit, and it is a 37 progression to our 615 date. And it's in the minutes, it's 133, which is Revelation 13:3 code, big time. So they made the minutes to be 1117. So they give you Zechariah 1117 and the deadly wound. First time deadly wound is mentioned in Revelation. So that's very strong. And 152,884 days, the direct hit is. And it is the 4,132 progression. Then you come over to the two release dates. First, we'll do the 11th, then we'll do the 17th. The 11th, the premiere, is 6761. The last three numbers there are 761. The amount of verses in Revelation is 404. The amount of verses in Daniel is 357. When you add them together, it is 761. So they are big time telling you that this is the date from a big time movie that told you that it is the cipher. Both release dates, 11/17. The length of minutes, Revelation 13:3. Those are the two Bible verses. It's Zechariah 11:17. Right eye wound, right eye utterly darkened. Then Revelation 13:3, his first time deadly wound is mentioned. Deadly wound, but did live. And they're giving you, now it's day 167 of the year, and the amount of days begin with 67. 6761. Again, 761 is the combination of Revelation and Daniel's verses when you add them together. Now look at the years and months. 18 years, 6 months. Well, 18 is 6 plus 6 plus 6, but it's 186. 86 means 286, to eliminate, to get rid of. So this is very strong, very powerful connections. Then you look at the release date of V for Vendetta nationwide to our event day, and it's 6,665 days. So you have 666 coded. On the rising day, it's 6667. It's still 666, followed by the number 7 on the rising day, and 7's a number for cleansing, which is the job of the Antichrist, to cleanse the church. Like Trump said, somebody had to do it. I am the chosen one. This is gigantic when you're looking at V for Vendetta. So I looked at a friend of mine to this date, and she has the same numbers of days old that I have. The double twos, the double nines, and the zeros. She's 20929. I just thought that was fascinating. Very good, very close friend of mine. Then I looked at our palindrome friend, born 22, 1972, on a leap year. Her number begins with the 86 and ends with the 68. There's a 7 in the middle. It's a palindrome. 86768. Go in the other direction. It reads 86768. It's a palindrome. With the 86, which is his death, and then the 68, which is his rising, because you're reversing the death, you're reversing the 86, 68. Well, on the rising day, she's 9/11 days old. And remember, 9/11 was about 9/11 is a two-way go for the event or the rising, because it was really about the rising, because most countries write the date backwards. They would write it 11/9 in most countries. But really, it's the 7th month in the cryptic world, because October, octagon octopus, was the 8th month. December, decade, decameter, was the 10th month. November, the 9th month. September was once the 7th month. They were all pushed up to by Julius Augustus, or July and August, pushing them upward. So it was really 11. The date took place on 11/7, which is the Antichrist rising out of the pit, Bible verse. And what did rise back up from that event? One World Trade Tower. We've been over that in the previous videos. Make sure that you are. So anyway, she's got 9/11. If you include both dates, from her 2/22/72 to 6/17. That's fascinating. Make sure you're watching all of the playlist here. I do need to check comments real quick. Looks like we have two mini Tekel Upfarian, and I need to look up that Tekel also, don't we? Mark Pate commented that, and Gina Diani said that her daughter will be 21 that day. Yeah, very interesting. I always look at personal ciphers. I do believe that is our only two comments. Yes, based off these videos, or based off us looking at these dates. So let me give them some love there. And let's go ahead and upload. It's funny, my Bible study channel is at 167, and it has been and holding for quite some time. My Bible study, 167 subscribers. And of course, the AI won't grow that. There it is, 167 subscribers. It's been that forever. And that's June 15th is day 167. So, but we tell the truth there, that there is no free will. Free will is the satanic doctrine. That's why Alec Baldwin said, have you made your decision for Christ? Sheep are called. Sheep are born lost. They get the call. God's declared the end from the beginning. The book of Revelation is set in stone. Everything is set. Who the sheep are, he chose. Ephesians 1:4-5, for he have chosen us in him from before the foundation of the world. You're chosen before him. For whom he did foreknow, he also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of his son, that he might be firstborn among many brethren, over whom he did predestinate. Then he also called. That's when you get your call. It's your spiritual baptism. Water baptism does nothing for you. Mystery Babylon runs all of your churches on every street corner in every country, everywhere on the earth. You want the truth? Come right there. Trey Stokes Daily Bible Studies. I'll guarantee it. Put me to the test. So now we're going to look at, there was somebody else. I have another friend, and somebody I dated, and she is on the rising day 20999. Well, that's pretty extensive, right? That's a pretty severe number there. And think I already did this. There's the 15, and there's a 6 at the end. See, her number is unique because she's born 12, 20, 1966, which 66, Book of Revelation. See that 718 right there? Porsche 911, Porsche 718. It's in the middle of her number, surrounded by 4s. And when you multiply her by my number, 82362, you got the 38 for murder, you got the 88 for Trump, and you got the 86ing of him. That's the first 4 numbers, or our combined number. Then you got the rising, the reversals. You got a 80, you got a 68 there, fused with the 86, 686. And then you have an 08, 608 again. So she and I are one heck of a cipher. And she is 20999 on that rising day. And if you look at the event day, potential event day, 20997, the 97th verse of Revelation is the opening of the seal. The 98th verse is the crowning Bible verse. So and the day that I reconnected with her, that began our dating, was 5/20/2017. And to our event day is murder code 2583. But it's 7 years, 26 days. 726 is Antichrist in English gematria. So I thought that was interesting. Now, you look at the election of the Donnie Darko movie. It was 11/8/1988. It opened with, I'm voting for Dukakis. You run that date to our event day. It's Revelation 13:3 code. It's 13,003 days. It's 35 years, 7 months, 7 days, which is GOD times 5. If you run GOD, 7154 times 5, it's 3577. And you have 35 years, 7 months, 7 days. But remember, the 357, 35 years, 7 months, is the amount of verses in the book of Daniel. But again, it's Revelation 13:3 code. 13,003 days from the election to our 86ing day. Now take it to the rising day on the 17th. It's 135. 135, the 135th prime number is 761, the amount of total verses in Revelation and Daniel. And we showed you on this channel how in the movie, The Dark Knight, they showed you the 135 on the license tag, followed by the 761 on the license tag. They were showing you that they code that 761, which is my birthday, July 6, 1961. It's a fusion of my birthday. Remember, my first address was 404. We've shown you that address, 404 Lime Street. Now a church parking lot. But we were still able to show you because the corresponding streets next to it and in back of it, and one in back of it and 2 in back of it, they're all numbered 404. They're all in sync. That was my first address, the amount of verses in Revelation. So that's fascinating. You go to the Bat Out of Hell album by Meatloaf, because he's the Batman and he's coming out of the grave. Hell means the grave. It's 17,041. It's 46 years, 7 months, 27 days. You have 727 coded, which is the length of IPEG GOAT. That's really the only cipher there other than 17,041. I'm not going to get too deeply into what that could mean. But, you know, it begins with 17,000, and it is the 17th day. It is Q and all that kind of stuff, the 17th letter. Anyway, that's it for now. V for Vendetta in the way, what was it? Anyway, too much brain fog. Already forgot. All right, love y'all.